What's happening, everybody? This is K-Mega405 live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Be so kind to hit that subscribe button, that invisible like button, hit that. And also, let me know what you think in the comments. I hope everybody had a fantastic holiday season and hope that they have a fantastic 2019. So let's get on to this video. As you can see, Metacritic is already getting started being messy. Basically saying that reviews, that they have no positive reviewed games pretty much, and in the games that were positively reviewed, they weren't true Xbox exclusives. And look, I know that like people like to hold, you know, the news stations like Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, the list goes on, accountable, and say they don't want spin and they want just the facts, or just to stay neutral. Why do we not have that in gaming? Because it seems to me that they have to change they have to take a narrative and go one way or the other, and it's not right. It's not fair to Xbox fans. It's not fair to PlayStation fans. It's not fair to any fan, especially who's ever the ones getting kicked in the teeth at that particular time or that generation. Fact of it is that, look, man, this is really disgusting, and it seems like people keep forgetting the difference between business and just like in this gaming space. Like, there is no such things as businesses and mergers and things like that. But I want to show you something here right quick, and hopefully this will give a different perspective. Now, as you can see, now this graph hopefully will make you see things from the reasons why I keep saying the things I do about Microsoft and Xbox. You know, Xbox is the small company and they have a parent company, which is Microsoft. Now, if you look at this, when you go and your old lady goes and want to get some L'Oreal products or whatever, nobody's thinking about the chocolate company Nestle. And if you think that you're getting something from L'Oreal, do you think that Nestle's not going to get that money? Because they are, because they own L'Oreal. Just no different than, like, if you want to get some toilet paper to wipe your ass, P&G says thank you because they own Charmin. You may not like Coca-Cola, you may not like soda, but you love Dasani water. Coca-Cola still says thank you because you're still buying their product. And that's the same thing that goes with so many other, with this crazy narrative that Xbox doesn't care about their gamers, or, you know, they're alienating themselves, they're being more friendly to the PC. And really, in all retrospect, Microsoft is PC. Microsoft, there wouldn't have been an Xbox if it wasn't for Microsoft and what they did with PC. You know, there's some of these gamers out here that likes to talk about numbers and they want to talk about market shares and things like that. But why they don't ever want to talk about the market share that Microsoft has in the personal computer stage? They have over 90+% with Windows. The second competition, Mac, only got less than 4%. So again, when you keep saying that you're going to buy a PC and play Xbox games on the PC, Microsoft is saying thank you. Xbox is still saying thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, buy as many PCs and everything else, because when you install it, you're going to put Windows on it. Yeah, there was some kind of crazy rants of people saying, well, Steam, it could have its own, it had its own OS. It's less than 1%, Jack. Go ahead, try that if you want to. Go ahead. Dare you. Linux, go ahead, try it. Still, at the end of the day, Microsoft runs PC. And if you go to PC, that's fine. Microsoft is not going to be upset about that. And Xbox won't be either. And so Xbox fans shouldn't feel alienated. They should be more excited about the opportunities for games that could have got a sequel, can definitely get a sequel, because there will be a bigger demographic. There's more gamers out there to play. Like, this whole energy when everybody was talking about Xboxes want to play everywhere, and PlayStation has been talking about this since 2014, but they tend to forget about it. And then all of a sudden PlayStation brought it back up. It's like, look, we want to put things on different devices. Now we hear quiet. We hear crickets now. It's crazy. But what Metacritic did, it was messy, it was unnecessary. And again, that's the reason why I don't deal with it, because the system is flawed. Because you can have somebody who just can't stand any Xbox game and give it a low score just on purpose. And then vice versa. I mean, if there's a person that can give a score for a PlayStation game and they hate PlayStation or Nintendo, that's what I'm saying. It's totally flawed. These people need to be exposed. If you made this vote, then that person should be should be out there in the public. You know what I'm saying? And give a legitimate reason of why they gave it a 0. You know what I'm saying? So it's a funny situation. It's sad. And let's just be hypothetical here. Let's just make another point. Let's say Sony was in the same position of what Microsoft was. Let's just say that Microsoft was where Sony was, and Sony was a company that was heavily into PCs and had their own operating system, and it was 90% of the market share. And do you think that Sony would not be putting their PlayStation games on the PC? I mean, let's just think logically right here. You don't think that there wouldn't be a version of Play Anywhere? Come on now. Come on, people. Come on. You know they would. Nintendo would be doing the same thing. It's really funny to me that, like, I was going to make my first video talking about what Nintendo was what the head of Nintendo was bringing up about flexibility and about their whole situation with the console, and they may go away from the console space. Nobody's really tripping about that. But people are tripping about this so-called Xbox not having true exclusives when they dominate the PC and they still have their console, and their games are not going over to any other the competition. PC is not competition when you have a market share of over 90-some%. There is no competition. There is no other. You know what I'm saying? PC itself is not owned by anything, but who owns that operating system has a lot of control. It's just that simple. So just think about that for a second and see that PlayStation, or I would say Sony, would make that same decision. So would Nintendo, and whoever else that would have a big part into the PC space. And you never know, if, since they're talking about Apple and what Apple might be wanting to do to throw their hat in the ring into the gaming space, they would definitely be putting games on PC as well. So it's just makes sense. It's good business smarts. It's not anything about separating one group with another. It's combining them, actually. And the option of you wanting to get a console from, if you want the lesser powerful one to the most powerful, then also if you want what your own custom made pretty much gaming rig by building a super PC, and you can still play Xbox games on them, that's wonderful. And Xbox is saying, and Xbox and Microsoft is saying thank you for it. So again, I just think that what Metacritic did was just completely embarrassing, and again, it's just feeding into the console war BS. But I'd like to hear your thoughts about everything. I hope everybody have a good one. Until the next video, peace.